Buying sex is now a felony in Texas. It's the first state to use this classification for this crime. We hear from officials in Houston who are hoping the law will cut down on prostitution and keep young girls from being exploited. Here's N.T.D.'s Kevin Hogan with more.
It's a sad reality that minors, 12 to 16-year-old girls, are being prostituted out in Houston. But how does someone at that age end up in such a degrading situation? Well, pimps drive down the poor neighborhood streets in Maseratis and offer these sometimes elementary school children food, clothing, and money. They say things like, "It's easy money, you don't have to go to school anymore." Houston Council member Edward Pollard said he received an email from a constituent with a video showing how rampant prostitution is in the Bissonnet corridor of Houston. And Pollard described a letter a young schoolgirl sent him a few months ago.
She said it bothers her to leave school and see prostitutes walking up and down the street. She questioned if I cared about the area, and if I did, what am I going to do to make a change? That letter really touched me, and I vowed to my staff that we make this issue a priority.
Pollard said his mission is to eliminate prostitution in his city, and he says that starts with alerting the public that soliciting a prostitute is now a felony in Texas, with bright orange signs that make the new rule clear. The new law additionally requires massage parlors to post human trafficking awareness signs and for landlords or tenants to end a lease if prostitution or human trafficking is taking place. Precinct Commissioner Tom Ramsey says that sheriffs, constables, and the Houston PD are working together to clean up the streets. He says he's asked for 50 patrol officers to help.
Some of those patrol are going to be right here on Bissonnet. So I'm excited that we're not going to tolerate crime in Precinct 3. We're not going to tolerate crime in Councilmember Pollard's district, and we're working together. And I hope you see the image here. This is the city of Houston working with Harris County to make a difference in the neighborhood.
A trustee of a nearby school board says minors are sometimes kidnapped for prostitution. She says human traffickers will circulate the prostitutes from city to city so they don't have repeat run-ins with the police. What's more, she says students often see a lot of activity when walking between buildings.
We're seeing principals and administrators who are standing guard and stating, like, you can't come close to our kids, right? We have to put an extra barrier up. We put another officer who is physically on the grounds here to just ensure that as the kids are playing at the Spark Park or just walking, that there's actual, some more eyes.
Now, Johns in Texas face up to 2 years in jail if they are caught. Kevin Hogan, N.T.D. News.
An anti-human trafficking official gives some tips on how to protect your children from becoming victims of sex trafficking. One is to keep them out of online chat rooms, and if they do use them, not to let them enter into private chats with strangers. 2 is for children not to regularly update their status on social media with their location and what they're doing. And 3 is to let kids know that if they do end up getting into a bad situation with someone online, that it's okay for them to talk to their parents.